Hi, Janelle here. Hope you're having a great day. I am going to get started in just a minute. This video is going to be shared in my Advanced Home Herbalist course group, and then it will be over on my YouTube channel later on. So I like to sometimes start with some deep breaths. If you can put your feet on the floor, let's like roll our head, loosen up, chin down, head back, side to side, stretch up, pull your arms, pull your wrist as you go to one side. Hands on the heart, take a deep breath, and let it out. And if you are viewing this on YouTube, please take a moment to like, subscribe, hit the bell button, comment, and check out my description down below where I have my link tree that links to everything that is me. And I like to say that because it rhymes, but everything down there is what I recommend. Either my own personal offerings, and the ones that are mine say my, or places I suggest for buying herbs. Other courses that I really like Jake Ducey. He is amazing. I followed him 6 years ago and his programs changed my life. If you are in my home herbalist course, sometimes I share his Second Mind program in my in-person classes with you. Okay, so in there, in the link tree, you can sign up for my newsletter. If you'd like my free ebook on making herbal tea, ask for that when you sign up for my newsletter. All right, let's talk garlic mustard. And it's always great to be outside, but I brought the outside indoors. And we're going to try to do some plant identification here. I want to show you the leaves. They remind me of ivy. And right now they are in flower. So this plant came up about a good week before Easter, and Easter was at the end of March this year. And while they're a few inches high, this plant, it makes a very good salad green. I'm going to just take one of the leaves. You can see it has this like triangular, or if you turn it upside down, heart shape. The edges are like rounded points. The telltale sign, very garlicky, not so much mustardy, but more garlicky, bitter. They're still pretty edible and soft right now, even though they have flowered. But I usually don't eat them as greens when they have flowered. And you will know this about dandelions and other bitter herbs. Once the flower has occurred, the green part is not as tender and delicious, but still you can enjoy. All right, just going to set that aside, and we're going to go through books. And I have to overcome in me the artist in me that doesn't go to the facts. So I was just sharing on my Facebook page today, The Art and Science of Herbalism, which is not my quote, that's Rosemary Gladstar. I really can do the art side. This is free, flowy, structureless. And actually you have to have, in anything you do have to have a structure. It's the masculine container, the holding for the feminine to flow inside. So we can look at the herbalism, the art, as the feminine, the science as the structure, so that we can flow inside of that form. All right, so garlic mustard, Alaria petiolata. And I think I butcher a lot of the Latin, I'm sorry. It is Alliaraa and then Petiolata. Iolata. And typically, when you see Latin, the first word is capitalized, the second word is not. Other names for this plant: sauce alone, Jack by the hedge side. So the book that I'm sharing from right now is Culpepper's Complete Herbal. And you can get this on Amazon, obviously. What can't you? Where do I get my books? Usually eBay or Amazon. And if you go into my link tree, I do have an Amazon link at the bottom. It won't take you directly to this book, but you can shop through my link, and it supports this channel. It helps it grow. It supports Sheep Hill Herbs. I do a lot. Herbalism isn't usually an occupation where you get rich. It is a spiritual calling that is so strong that you just have to share and do it, even though the rational mind might say no. So by shopping through my Amazon link, it helps this channel grow. Thank you so much. This is a great book. It is edited by Stephen Foster. So Nicholas Culpeper is deceased by hundreds of years, and his book, if you ever find an original edition, I think it was 1700s, hold on to it. And I tell my herbal students go to yard sales, go to Goodwills, and use bookstores. Look for certain old books because they will be valuable. They will not be reprinted for the most part, and you will find really good, long-standing information. I feel like Google and the internet is so unreliable to get your degree, your mastery in herbalism. So right now, I know I go on tangents. So those of you who have a hard time with that, bear with me. That's the art side. Right now, I'm doing an advanced degree in herbal medicine. And guess what? Has nothing to do with the internet. It's all old books, some new books, but it's all books. All right. Back to garlic mustard. The lower leaves of this plant are rounder than those that grow towards the top. So let's just see. Very true. And it's starting to wilt. So we have this rounder leaf at the bottom. And if we get to the top, it's more pointy. Okay. The flowers are white. The flowers are white. The plant or any part thereof being bruised smells of garlic. So I just bit it because I knew what it tasted like. But if you bruise it, it's like the onion chives or garlic chives in the grass. It smells like garlic, but more pleasantly, and tastes somewhat hot and sharp, almost like unto a rocket. Now, these are Nicholas Culpeper's words. It grows in fields in many places, found throughout Europe, naturalized and rapidly spreading in North America, where it is becoming a serious invasive alien. Now, this was written a few hundred years ago. Would I call it invasive alien now? I don't think so. I think we have more plants that are a problem. Where I live, I'm trying to think if it's growing by the creeks. It does like some creeks, edge of the woods, some wetness. I did have some really nice garlic mustard growing in a relatively dry spot. So it is kind of mixed. It can choke out both native prairies in the west and those in open wood in the eastern United States. All right, so I'm going to skip that part forward a little bit. The interesting thing about Nicholas Culpeper, he talks about what he calls the government and virtues. And this is the astrological aspect of plants. And I don't know as much in this arena. I started to do some of that this year. I had a few students who really studied astrology. And I have a really neat set of herbal cards from Anima Mundi that have astrological aspects. So it is an herb of Mercury. This is eaten by many country people as a sauce to their salt fish. So here we call it sauce alone. And I could see that it would almost be like a pesto, in my opinion, if you either took a mortar and pestle or modern day would be blending it. just because of the flavor. It would give a great green sauce flavor. Helps well to digest the crudities and other corrupt humors engendered thereby. It warms also the stomach and causes digestion, so I better eat some more. The juice thereof boiled with honey is accounted to be good as hedge mustard for the cough, to cut and expectorate the tough phlegm. The seed bruised and boiled in wine is a singularly good remedy for the wind colic or the stone, being drank warm. I have not tried that. I have not gathered the seed, but I should do so this year. It is also given to women troubled with the mother, both to drink and the seed put into a cloth and applied while it is warm, is of singularly good use. The leaves also, or the seed boiled, is good to be used in clysters to ease the pains of the stone. I love the way this reads. The green leaves are held to be good to heal the ulcers in the legs, and that would be topical, like a poultice. Okay, so now there's a modern section, modern uses, and I believe this is the portion edited by Stephen Foster, because obviously Nicholas Culpeper couldn't have written this part. So he says, used as folk medicine and described by Culpeper. As the name garlic mustard implies, this member of the mustard family, so it is a member of the mustard family, combines chemical constituents found in both garlic and mustards. Interesting, hence the name, leading to a peppery, strong garlic flavor. So thinking of the sauce alone, it has this peppery, garlicky flavor with a teeny bit of salt, be a very good sauce. The chemical combination defends the plant against a broad range of enemies, even killing soil bacteria and fungi, beneficial to native plants. Garlic mustard is a one species wrecking crew for native plants in open fields and woodlands. So apparently it does take over. It's funny though, because this plant is it doesn't seem that sturdy and its roots are not that deep, but apparently it's a one species wrecking crew. It is built to survive and multiply. So if you take the meaning of that to the body, it is built to survive and multiply. It would be very helpful for you in that way too. Used in small amounts as flavoring or in times of famine as a broth. So here's a caution, and tongue-in-cheek with cautions, because some of them I think are overdone, but I think this might be useful. Contains cyanide, avoid eating uncooked leaves or consuming large quantities. So large quantities of uncooked leaves are large quantities. And they are never defined in these books or in internet sources what amount is too much, but it's usually quite a darn bit. And if I were to muscle test and say, how many cups of this could I eat safely? So I can use my dowsing, or I can use my hands, because my hands tell me just as well. So I could have 6 cups of garlic mustard and be fine. 6 would be plenty. And would I eat 6 cups? And that's like during one day. Probably not. I would add it to some salad as some greens, and as a sauce. Maybe you want to steam it a little bit, or saute it a little bit, and then make it like a warm sauce, just because I do appreciate Stephen Foster. So, you know, that's where we need to know muscle testing or dowsing, because we need to know what our body wants, what our body doesn't want, what's too much, what's too little. And that is another art and science that I could go into, but not today. So thank you so much for thank you those who watch this that are my herbal students. And if you come across this plant, please message me, let me know your experience. And on YouTube, same there. Drop me a line. And don't forget to check out my description down below. Maybe you want to order your own Culpepper's Complete Herbal, use the Amazon link, or sign up for my newsletter, and come again soon.